And today, Team Junkyard Dog, we're not fighting robots. We're actually hanging at the park and doing some RCs. Now, we're going to take this opportunity today to explain to you why we're going to start doing more RC content on our Junkyard Dog channel, right?
Right.
So, stay tuned. We're going to tell you the story as the day goes. We're just gonna make this a short little vlog and have a little relaxed time from all the fights we did this year already, right? How many events have we done already?
3.
3 already, and it's only February. So we have a really good reason for mixing RC content in with our robot content, and we'll get into that story. So let's do it. Alright, so Tanner has his legendary Legend. He's running a 2S pack, which is a Basher, 4-wheel drive Basher, nice little car. But he has challenged my crawler, the big 8-scale Rango, to a race. Rango is running a 3S pack. He's not made for racing, especially against the Basher, but I think he can take the brushed legendary Legend. You ready for a race?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Alrighty, this is my 8th scale, semi 8th scale crawler, I call it, Rango. This is an Amazon car ready to run. Like I said, it's made by Legendary. And we'll take a quick peek underneath. It is 4-wheel drive, it is made for crawling. It's got these super squishy foam tires. This is fully stock. I will be making some upgrades for this eventually. It's got headlights and tail lights and blinkers. As you can see, I've already got it all nice and dirty inside here. You have the oil-filled shocks, you have the straight axles, just your basic crawler setup. And it even has a motorized winch on the front in case you get stuck and need to pull yourself out. Let's not forget the little toe rings on the back bumper too. So it's a super nice RC for $300 and some odd. The only downside is these body mounts right here. You can see where mine had broke off once before and I had to fix it. They're a little fragile on the back. The front's okay, but for what you pay and what you get, you're getting a really nice crawler with a 2-speed transmission that is shiftable, that can go through water. Very nice little crawler. So I'm Colton.
I'm Colton.
The future driver.
The future driver.
For Team Junkyard Dog.
For Team Junkyard Dog.
You've been put on notice.
You got put on notice.
Peace out.
Peace out.
Now this car right here, this is also made by Legendary, around $300 bucks. It is also a crawler, but That's Rango, the 8th scale that we just looked at. And then this is Grondo, the 10th scale. He's a little bit smaller, but a very, very nice crawler. This is the one with, I call it the Rockstar style body in the orange and black. You can see Marcus representing Team Junkyard Dog. And if we pull the body off, you can see inside. He's relocated his battery for a little better balance, but it does have oil-filled shocks. It does have metal links. It's got a winch as well. 2-speed gearbox that is shiftable with this servo right here. It's got the foam-filled squishy tires. It also has the bumpers and toe rings, straight axles. Just a nice little out-of-the-box, ready to run crawler. Okay, so there's a couple reasons why I want to add RC content to my Combat Robot channel, and probably the main reason is the fact that it's in an effort to grow combat robotics. The RC community is quite large compared to combat robotics, but really it's the exact same thing. You have RC cars, and then you have RC cars with weapons. So if we can get some of these guys that drive RC cars to come over and start joining in on this sport with us, well, then it helps secure the future for combat robotics. And another reason that I want to add RC content, and trust me, I toiled and lost sleep over the decision whether or not to put RC content mixed with combat robot content on this channel. And it's a more selfish reason, but because as we know, combat robotics is not a huge sport, the channels that do combat robotics, even the good ones, unless you're BattleBots, tend to have really small followings and therefore does not get much exposure. So if you're trying to grow a YouTube channel, you're going to have to do it with things that are more popular. So if I want this channel to grow, then I'm going to have to incorporate something other than combat robotics as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up different playlists. So if you don't want to see the combat robots or you don't want to see the RC, then you can just go to those playlists to see the videos that you do want. Since the sports are actually so similar, I really think that it's going to maybe kind of bridge the gap a little bit, or that's the intention anyhow. I am going to start doing a lot more videos on the combat robots as well, as far as how-tos and how to get started, because we want to get those people that thinks the sport is super expensive or really intimidating to kind of show them that there's cheaper ways to do it, and it's not as intimidating as you think, especially once you get to know the other builders, because it's a very warm and very welcoming community of people. I have not found a single jerk yet. Like I said, we probably do 8 to 10 events a year, and it's just a tight-knit little group. I think it's going to be fun. It's going to expose the combat robotics to some RC stuff, and it's going to expose the RC guys to the combat robotics, and hopefully we can build an intermingling community together and make a foothold for combat robotics. And I can also share my RC interest as well. We're Team Junkyard Dog, and we're out.